Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the FV3805. It's the British Tier 9 self-propelled gun, and it's located on the defending spawn of Karelia Assault. And the name of the commander is Sooner55. Now we're waiting for the countdown to finish, and when it does we can get into action. 10 minutes for them to win the assault or to defend it. Okay, we're underway. Now, what can I tell you about the FV3805? Well, it was development was started in 1947 based on the Centurion chassis. It was proposed to build prototypes, and two were built in 1957, but development was discontinued eventually. It can carry either a 7.2mm howitzer or 7.2 inch howitzer, a 6-inch gun, or a 5.5, but I think here we've got the 7-inch gun, or 7.2 inch. Okay, it's loaded, ready to go, and there's a Wizzy 132 doing a quick scouting run. Looking out, round out. Oh! That was a near miss. For 262, it tracked him, but he used his repair kit and he's trying to get away from that T-34 too. And he's in a world of trouble now, but a T-54's turned up, and I think that's going to help the Wizzy 132 to escape. Now on the other side we've got a Striv 103 and an IS-7. Progetto's falling back because he really doesn't want to get holed by the IS-7. But a round goes in, hits the Striv, 191. Now we can see that Sooner55. Oh, and he's platooned. In fact, he's platooned with several other teammates, a T-30 and a Tortoise. But you can see that he's using a premium consumable, which is tea and pudding, because obviously that speeds up the reload and improves the aiming. Rounds out on the IS-7. Ow! Well, it was a 181 hit point splash. It was near, but just went a little too long. It was aimed directly at the target, but now we've got this T-34 too, and he's in a world of trouble. The Wizzy 132 and the T-54 are ganging up on him, and unfortunately T-34's gone down. But we do have two tanks fairly close together and visual at the moment, and they are taking fire. Unfortunately, we lost sight of them just before we were ready to shoot. Right, the IS-7 is still there, and we're indicating target with the T key. It's very useful because it tells people when we're ready to fire and what we're aiming at. 243 hit points. That shot landed much closer to the IS-7. Did more damage. Okay, reload's underway, and we're looking around. There's a Wizzy 132. Is that the same one? I think it is, actually. He's moved over to the other side, and an AMX 1390 is going after him. And of course, this is a different prospect because the 1390's got a magazine. The Wizzy 132 hasn't. We're loaded. We're going to place the shot on the Wizzy. Round out. And 343. And he's been taken out the game. But the 1390 is in trouble. That T-54, yep. Oh, it's unfortunate. Now, Scorpion G was up on top of the heights, and he actually got hit. He was on the on the horseshoe edge, but he got spotted and holed. Got a mile breaker moving down there. Right, now what we've got at the other end, though, in the east side, we've got an IS-3, a T-30, and a KV-4. Now, obviously, the best tank to hit in this circumstance would be the T-30. And boy, does he hit him! He actually hit the strongest armor. It was only 94 hit points, but he actually stunned the KV-4 at the same time. Okay, waiting for the reload to complete. It is rather awkward for SPG players sometimes when you lose sight of the enemy. Oh my god, we've been spotted! Somebody saw us! Now that would indicate that somebody is reasonably close, and I think that that's more than likely going to be a tank that's in the dip at D4. Well, he's done the right thing. He's backed away and changed direction as he moved to throw off any Arty. The enemy does have one Arty. It's an Su-14-2, the school bus. but they can be quite deadly, so it's probably advisable for him to seek cover. Normally when I'm spotted in an Arty, I'll move forward, because you move faster forward than you do backwards. So if you do get spotted by the enemy, I find it's sometimes better to move forward and turn at the same time, and that way you'll fool the enemy as to which direction you're actually going. Now he's going to switch to the SD1 this time. Round out. Direct hit! 156 hit points. And we've got a Cannon d'Assaut making his way down. That's got a particularly good 105mm gun. We did a video on that the other day. And it was from Danish Bacon in Philo. Now, Suna 55 is aiming this time at the T30 and the KV4 together. Now if he can get the shot between them, he can kill them both. Oh, and he got the T30, but he only badly damaged the KV4. 141 hit points off him. As some of you may know, if you're new to my channel, we do have a rather large compilation of bombardiers which show some pretty amazing shots where Arty players and tank drivers have actually taken out more than one tank simultaneously. In fact, I think there's one video and one clip where an Arty takes out 5 tanks in one shot. Okay, the Wizzy 1115A is moving up there to find that KV4. Has he been wiped out? No, he has been wiped out. He's gone. So they're just moving over the north end, and there is a T95 was seen up there. There he is. Okay, he moved, and they're homing in on him now. Now we can put a round into him. Round out. Direct hit, 412. And our teammate in the T30 put a round into him as well, I believe. Okay, he's stunned, and that's going to help us. But we're almost loaded. And another round goes in, and the third one, which also goes from the T30 and takes him out the game. So that's good. So the scores are even, and there's only 3 minutes 4 seconds left to go. So if the enemy doesn't make a move soon, they are not going to win this game. They are making a move from the south. So maybe the escape route is actually go along the northeast route. That is to go up as far north as you can, head round that corner and just drive as fast as you can east. Because remember, the enemy has to cap out or kill all of the tanks in order to succeed in this assault. Okay, it looks like Suna 55 is going to make it the run. I've done this run myself, but I've actually done it both to the north and also to the south. And it does work sometimes if you can get the RT over into the corner. They can fire back at the cap. Even if the enemy is capping, you can keep interrupting the cap and eventually they will be out of time. They won't be able to complete. And it does look like the enemy assault is working because we just lost the mile breaker. And that's the 2-minute hooter. Now somebody is indicating the mini-map on grid square B9. I don't know if that means that he's actually that there's some enemy over there, but it may be that the team are relocating to there, and some of them are going to stay behind and try and spot for the RT. 1 minute 30 seconds to go. That's one of the tense things about assault battles, is that you've only got 10 minutes, so you really have got to rush things. Although I must admit, I have participated in some assault battles where we managed to wipe out the enemy in less than 4 minutes, or virtually 4 minutes, and it was a huge amount of fun. Round out at the FV3804. Oh my god! It was actually the FV3805, but he wiped him out with that one shot. And that's the reason they were pinging the map. There's a Scorpion G around. He's just a short distance away. But that was the minute hooter, and they are now counting down. So if the enemy does not kill all, they're not going to be able to cap out now. And even if they got 3 in the cap, it would be difficult. And there's a TVP T51. Oh, we've just lost 2 tanks in quick succession. Lost the CDA, but the enemy just lost the TVP T50. They are capping, but it's just too late. And they've got 2 in the cap. Again, it's too late. They've got 44 seconds to cap out, and there's only 21 seconds left, and he is the last one. Suna55 is the last one on his team. There are 6 on the enemy, but there's not enough time for them to cap out, so they have to try and kill him. And there's 9 seconds. 8, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kolobanov. That is a Kolobanov win. Wow. Excellent work. And here's the end of battle results, confirming it. It was a second-class tanker for Suna55 in the FV3805. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in that one. But best of all, he got the medal everyone would like to get. The Kolobanov. He stood alone against 6 enemies, not 5. He only needed 5, but he actually stood alone against 6, and he won. The enemy was unable to cap out in time, and they were unable to find him, so they couldn't kill him, in which case they ran out of time, and he won the battle. So congratulations, Suna55. Very nice to get one. I've got a Kolobanov myself on one of my accounts, not all of them, but one of them, and it's very satisfying when you get one. So let's have a look at the team scores, see where we stand. Well, actually, Suna55 did get the second highest damage on his team. He got 2,738 hit points of damage. The Gorilla 15 managed 3,744, and that was actually the highest damage on the game overall. But it wasn't enough for a high caliber, so it couldn't have been 20% of the enemy hit points. The highest scorer on the enemy team was the IS-7, and he was alive at the end. He had 3,653 hit points of damage. But again, he could not find Suna or get to him quickly enough to win the game. When it came to kills, it was Suna who was top of the table. He managed 3 kills, and so did the FV3805 Stage 2 that he wiped out, as well as the T54. They both had 3, but again, they were both wiped out, and Suna managed to claim Spider Monkey in the FV4005. But let's have a look at base XP. And he's top of the table again, 776 base XP. Followed up by the Tortoise. He also managed 776, but he didn't get as high as damage as Suna. Therefore, Suna's above him on the table. Plus, of course, Suna had more kills. The highest the enemy could get was their T54. He managed 3 kills and 717 base XP. And Suna fired 11 rounds during that battle. He got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 9 splash. Damage of 2,738 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 9 of the enemy, that's 3/5 of the enemy team, and killed 3 of the enemy, that's 1/5 of the enemy team. He did 640 hit points of stun assistance off 11 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 41,297 credits. But he did use a lot of premium ammo in this battle, and it was expensive. 79,200 credits for the ammo, 20,000 credits for the premium consumables, which I do find is necessary for high tier Arty. And that meant he actually suffered a loss of 57,903 credits overall. But it's worth it because he picked up a Kolobanov. He also picked up 1,164 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, so he took away 2,328 experience points altogether. But as he says, this must be the cheapest Kolobanov medal ever. Well, not really, because you actually did quite well. You did get away from the cap area when you needed to, and you did kill that FV4005, and if he'd managed to get into the cap as well, I think that would have given the enemy enough impetus to actually win, unless of course you managed to get a splash reset. So congratulations, Suna55. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.